When it comes to your life savings, it's important to have the right strategy, one that balances that risk versus reward. So joining me right now is Mike Douglas, the president of LifePlan Financial Design, a Lansing area firm that focuses on preparing people for a successful retirement. You're also a very popular podcast host, and we're happy to have you back here on Studio 10. So let's begin, and we're going to talk a little bit about why it is so important for people to understand that asset allocation.
Well, asset allocation is basically, just so you understand what it is, it's the different ways you're invested in your portfolio. So if we think of it, we're in football season now, and we're both diehard football fans.
Yes.
And so it's the different players in your team, right? You have 11 players that go out on offense, 11 players that go on defense. And they all have different jobs. Now, the 11 offensive players, they're all running the same play. But the center, the guards, the tackles, the wide receivers, the running back, the quarterback, they all have different jobs. But yet if they all do their job, the play can be successful. At the same time, there's a defense that's across from them of 11 different players, all doing their job, working in sync, and trying to make you unsuccessful. So what you have to do is you have these players who all play a role, but they don't all get the glory all the time.
Right.
Asset allocation is the same thing. I have these different investments, and they all play different roles in my portfolio. Some things are designed for growth. Some things are designed for really explosive opportunity. Other things are designed to be just really strong and stable and consistent. So that's asset allocation. It's just coaching up your different investments to accomplish different goals as part of one master play that you're running.
Yeah, and we need all of those players to have that good play and maybe score that touchdown. So let's talk a little bit about mindset. How should someone's mindset change as they approach retirement versus, you know, when they're 30 or 40 years old?
Yeah, well, there's a shift, right? So it's a much more explosive offense for those who are young,
Yes.
right? We want to have much faster opportunities. So when the market's good, we really want to run. When the market's bad, we want to keep dumping into the market because the market goes down. You get to keep buying at a discount, and then when the market turns up, you can really take off. So it's a very high-powered, fast experience to invest when you're young. When you're a little older, though, it becomes more about stability. You are consistent. You're trying to be, you know, we always say that the fastest tortoise, that's what you want to be. You want to be a powerful, like University of Michigan type offense where it just runs. And it kills me to say that as a Spartan fan.
I know.
But they run the ball so well consistently. And it's not real sexy, it's not real fun, but man, it works.
Yeah.
And that's a retirement plan for those who are a little older. It's just different styles for different times.
No, and that's good to know both of them because depending on what our viewers are, we have a whole range of them in terms of age, so it's good to know those. But I have a little bit of a devil's advocate for you. Okay, so if I take some money out of the market, am I missing out?
Well, yeah, on both sides, right?
Yeah.
You're missing out on the good and the bad.
Yeah.
And so that's like saying, well, if I go sit in the stands, I still get to enjoy the game, but I don't get to score any touchdowns. I also don't get hurt. So there's pros and cons to both, right? You walk home healthier if you don't play in the game. However, you don't ever get to say, I won. You have to say they won, you know, unless you're like us, where we sit in the stands and say, "Hey, we won."
We won. It's our team.
Exactly. Look what we did, guys. We did our part. But that's what it is. If you sit on the sideline, you do miss the bad and you miss the good, and just understand it. Now, that's not saying that everything has to be in the game. There is an appropriate amount of money to have in your bank that stays safe and liquid and available to you, and keep it under your FDIC insurance levels and all those things. But that is not the money that wins you the game. That is the money that you just say, all right, I'm comfortable here. But yet you need to have some money in the game also.
Yeah, a little bit of both. So let's combine these 2 points, income and tax planning. How do they factor into that complete retirement plan that we want?
Yep, so income is basically the lifestyle we want to live. And when we look at our investments, kind of going back to the original topic of the asset allocation, the investment's job is to give us the lifestyle. It's the conduit. So us as big Sparty fans, our job is to go support the team, and their job is to win, and we can celebrate, say we won. The asset allocation goes and provides the income, right? It's built in a certain way that says we will get the money we need so we can enjoy and celebrate.
Yeah.
So we live out our lifestyle. Taxes are the thing that can be a great opportunity, or they can be a great a defense against us. We can either pay taxes when it makes sense and when it benefits us more, or we can pay taxes when it benefits the other team, the government, right? And not to necessarily say the government's the other team, but we're just going to say what it is. The federal government is out for the federal government. We are out for us. So as a result, taxes can go one way or the other. If we have a good system in place and good plays and planning in place, we can say, you know what, I got my income. I made sure I paid taxes when it made the most sense for me and my family. And yet we also got to enjoy the experience along the way. And that's how you build a successful retirement plan.
Yes, that and getting some popcorn or hot dogs on the side,
Yep,
you know,
or
for the stands.
those ice cream sandwiches.
Oh, those are so
That's the
good.
big one, yes.
Well, so for you at home, if you want to learn more about having that right asset allocation that we've been talking about, Mike has a great offer for you right now. The first 5 callers with the savings of $500,000 or greater, he's offering a complimentary full-blown retirement plan just for you. This will allow Mike and his team to sit down with you personally and provide you with a roadmap, analyzing where you are right now and discuss your best steps to really get ready for a successful retirement. A game plan that you get to be where you need to be. So the number to call is 517-200-3330. Again, that's 517-200-3330. Thanks again, Mike, with all this football talk and some great planning that we need to do.
Thanks for having me.